Mitt Romney, the presumptive Republican presidential candidate, spent the day in our state bringing his retooled message to Michigan for the first time since his primary win here.
Political reporter Rick Albin was with Romney in Lansing, and he joins us live tonight. Rick?
Yeah, you can really tell the difference, too, because Romney is no longer dodging jabs from Republican opponents, and his message has the ring of a general rather than a primary election cycle. He says President Obama has not delivered on his promises, while some of his opponents gathered to say that Romney has a hard time sticking to his.
This wasn't what we expected from President Obama. He promised change and hope, and he said we could do anything we wanted together. But rhetoric met reality, and reality won. His 4 years had been a disappointment for all of us, and they've been a catastrophe for a lot of us. You may recall in his campaign kickoff speech just last week, he asked us not to think about the last 4 years. That's convenient, but it's not convincing, all right? Ignoring his record would bind us to repeat it, and we're not going to let that happen.
Romney's retooled speech made him sound every bit the Republican nominee, even though that process is not quite over yet. And just like a general election campaign, not only were there supporters, there were those people who were protesting.
It's insulting when someone comes back to the state and says, oh, I drink burners and my wife drives a couple of Cadillacs and the trees are the right size. When he authored an editorial that said they should have let Detroit and the Big Three go under. That is insulting to come back. And yesterday in Ohio, he said he's the reason that the bailout happened. I mean, Ted Kennedy said it best. Mitt Romney's neither pro-choice or anti-choice. He's multiple choice.
Now, just to remind you why Republicans and Democrats are already fighting over this piece of real estate known as Michigan, the map tells the story. These gray states are the ones that are toss-ups. But you're going to have to win more than just those. You're going to have to take some of these light blue states and turn them into red states if you're a Romney, or you're going to have to take some of these light red states and turn those into blue states if you're Obama, in order to make this all come together to 270 electoral votes. It's really a math equation we'll be following for the next 6 months, and we'll also be following a lot of visits from both the Republicans and Democrats between now and November. Brian?